say, distinguished members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. We were about 2 weeks or so ago, we received a letter from Mr. President directing me to call a meeting with you on the basis of a letter that you wrote to Mr. President. And we have been trying to organize this meeting before now, but because of the other issues, either on your side or on our side, we could not do it until today. So let me use this opportunity to welcome Mr. President and his members to this meeting and to thank you most sincerely for honoring our invitation. From the context of that letter, I discovered that the union has been kind of factionalized, would I say, and I contacted the department concerned and they gave me the update on what is happening between your two factions, and that efforts have been made to reconcile the two factions. I have read some of the reports submitted by the committee that was set up to reconcile you. I think the report came in just, I think about a week ago. So I don't know whether you are aware of that committee, whether there is any progress from that time that you wrote the letter to date. So please, let me call on the President to tell us, one, how far, what are the issues? Two, is there any progress between the time you wrote that letter to date, so that we can know where we can exactly start? So over to you, Mr. President.
Directors, deputy directors, member of the union, member of my mentorage, Assalamu alaikum. Your Excellency, sir, without taking your much time, our crisis started August 2023, when we finished our election. There is a provision and constitution of the union which duly approved in this ministry, 2018 amendment. Then in our constitution says that 3 months to the Delhi conference, you have to have a zonal council election, which we did. Then why 3 months to that time is that if you have an election in zone, if there's a problem, the people in that area will petition or challenge that your election into the court or by writing a letter to the headquarters. So we now wait into the problem before the 3 months completes. It's just like the one they are doing. Sorry, sir, the one they are doing in Nigeria. Then when we do the election on that day in zone, that is 24 May. Then there's a gap of 3 months down before we want swearing election on the August 28th. Then for that 3 months, no challenge, no anybody contest with us. What we see is that after we finish the election, then we are preparing for swearing in Abuja here. Because the constitution says, you not say you can swear in Abuja, say anywhere you can do your swearing. It's very clear in the constitution there. Then we move to Nasarawa to go and do our swearing in Nasarawa, which we did. We have 23 August. We have 37 states, including FCC. But the attendance 35 states. The other, because that very day that heavy rain, people are coming from far place and they call it, they cannot make it. Then when we know our form majority, out of 37, we have list of 35 in attendance, which we then will carry the exercise of that day. After swearing, take the picture, do ceremony, everything, Then we thank Almighty Allah for making that thing to be so that nobody have injury or anybody come for no accident. It's a free asset for us. Then we come back to the headquarters. Then we believe in headquarters to call a next meeting. Then need to thank everybody that what's happened according to our exercise. Then on 28th in the morning, so before that 28th, we had an information that the former president Alhaji Mohammadu have caused some people to come to their house. When those people come here, I say, go, no, this is our former president. When he call you, go and meet him now. There's no problem. When they go to that place, they call me that what they met in that place is different to what's my mind. I said, what is that? They said they met 5 people sit down with him. And they promised that they should go and look way to take over that state council to headquarters on that 28 or 29. I said, cannot possible. We are just running now. So maybe you are telling lie. And I check my phone to call him. My phone ring. I call more than 6 times. He doesn't pick. Then I called about that. Whatever the man tell you to do, don't do it. Then I went to CP. I write a letter to the CP to go inform CP that there should be that something is going to happen on Monday, either 20 or 29 in the headquarters. I explained everything to CP. I said, well, CP, if they are coming here to foment a trouble, I will not be a party to that. I don't have time to come and fight in here, then to law lab or to break down with the law in Abuja. I will not part of that. Then I tell the CP this again. It's like what I did. Then I called the other people that you should leave. If they are coming on the Monday according to what they tell us, nobody should fight anybody. But we don't want any casualty to happen in that office. Then on that 28th, around 6 o'clock, sir, Excellency, they came with almost 60 vehicles, with police, with cutlass, gun. Then the first enter, they were breaking everywhere, breaking every office. They entered that place. Then I go back to the CP. So the person I write to you again, so thing happen again. He said, had it. I said, to my surprise, I saw somebody tell me that almost 4 loss of he-loss follow them. He said, no. CP said, no, they are not for them. They are come there to protest me. I said, but nobody called me. I was very close to that place. I was in the office around 5 o'clock in the morning. I called somebody. They say you are here to sleep. You are still sleeping. Before I can wake up, it's around 7 or 8 o'clock. And they took over that place around 6 or 6:30 in the morning. I said, well, there's nothing we can do. I will leave them for God, but I'm going. But I'm going to challenge them in the court. Because the union has constitution. You cannot forcibly come and take over the office. I said, we are not going to come and take over the office like you apply poop. Then CP said, well, Baruwa, whatever I want to do, you cannot say I should not do it. I should go and do whatever I like to do. Then I left the CP office. Then, since that time, there's a vacation of church. No, there's an holiday for almost 2 months or 2 months plus. We cannot go for anything in time. Then after the job resumed, then we file a case to the court with documents we have in our hand, which we believe that we have complied with the constitution of the union, what the constitution of the union says. Because the constitution of the union is the Bible and Quran of us that we are using to guide ourselves. Then we went to the court. When we went to the court, then we won them in industrial court. Before that, before that, my friend here took me to court and challenged. That's after 3 months that the provincial court said that if you are not challenged for that 3 months, you are free to do whatever you want to do. Then he challenged us, that my life friend, to the court, because I want to amend the constitution in one area, because that area I want to amend is that the provision didn't give the union power to be paying president every month. And I've been doing that every month for the past president, for former president. And I see, if anybody come, when I leave the office, the person can call me back to come and pay the money back. But it was not included in the constitution of the union. Then I'm paying money every month. Then I want to amend that area so they can put that one in the constitution of the union. But they don't know the thing I want to change the whole constitution because it's not my father factory that I've changed all the constitution of the union. I explained to them, they say no. He took up the court and challenged my ability to vote in the South because he said that there's no union in Southwest then. And I told him, even though if somebody left the union, the another person will remain. Then we have a critical committee in every state in that place because the state, the headquarters, the Southwest then we have only park management. I have only 3 states that and that place are running that place. Then he took us to the court. He took us to court, but unfortunately, they saw the case out. They confirmed the one of the constitution that we should not do. My eligibility not to contest. I don't have right to contest because it's not working in that state. The court throw it out. We have right to contest. Once over, there's a critical committee in all the states in that place. Then I want that one. So when he see that it is true, then he come back to us. That I have seen the truth. That he knows that I didn't want to change all the constitution. I just want to change one paragraph that it can cause a problem for whoever is coming and they can do that. The president will not get anything from that headquarters after either age or whatever tenure he wants to according to the constitution of the union. Then we want that one also. Then the one we challenge in the industrial court, after 9 or 10 months, 11 months, we want that one again. God make up because we are not the ones who won it. It's Almighty Allah winning that case for us. We win that case. Then they not challenge us that they challenge that judgment, that what judgment they give them in the high court, they will not accept it. They take us to appeal court also. Appeal court take us almost 7 or 8 months also. And they confirm what the industrial court did again. So we have 2 judgments in a half. Sir, since that time we have been trying, but we don't want to do any effort because we know if you make any effort that want to go that place, they will use that on against us. That maybe somebody is sponsor us to scatter Abuja. Maybe there's a party sponsor us to go and fight to scatter Abuja for party. I said no, don't fight. Once we have got our judgment, let us pursue it one by one. Then we wrote to every quarter we supposed to write a letter to write it. Then when we wrote the letter, when we see that we didn't have any information, so we now say okay, let us know because they have mentioned the presidency. I even have the voice, the recent letter meeting that we are saying they mistakenly mentioned the president in there, which I told them. I say I'm from Lagos. I'm from the same zone, constituency and ward with the president. My family have been following the president right from AD. And I'm from president's ward. You cannot say I'm not a APC, I'm another party. No. The constitution of union in one area, Article 3 or Article 4 says that you have to liaise with the government of the day. That means the government that you are serving is the government that is working in the state. You have to liaise with them whatever they are doing. It's not saying that you should engage the government. I say when Oshoba was there, Oshoba is an AD man. I was the state chairman when Oshoba was there. I'm doing it. When Begada come, Begada was a PDP. I had to liaise with Begada then. I still the chairman, president in Ogun State then. After the president, Begada another person called, which is AC. Then we did that one also. And I say, with what you are saying now that maybe Baba is wrong who said that he doesn't want me, he wants somebody. I say Baba cannot say that. His Baba we know very well. Okay, let us write to Baba to go and ask Baba. Baba, they have mentioned your name that you had once said that you don't want Baruwa, you want somebody there. That's the purpose we write a letter to go and see the presidency. And before I write that letter, I make my findings in Lagos State. Because I don't want to mention him, the leader of the parties in Lagos days. They know my family very well. They know me very well. And when they have to go and do my family that, what happened? What happened? What happened? They say there's nothing like that. Baba don't have any hand in that. They are sure of that. Like almost 5 leaders that are very close to President Tinubu. Then even the one I met, I said, President knows your family that they followed him when he was AD. Then if Baba says going to nonsense party, they follow Baba because they have belief in Baba than what you are telling me. Why are you bringing that issue to me, Baruwa? I said, no problem, I want to clear. So when we got out the information from that place, that one because to write letter. That we want to have an audience for President to tell him the problem we have in the union. Sir, when we wrote the letter again, we wrote to many places. But if anything happens in Abuja today, they will come and arrest some people. They will go and detain them. Even Falana took me to IG. That's the lawyer Falana. We went there together with everything. IG president, we should not worry. He's going to see what to do on it. Then all our judgment we photocopy and give the IG. We wrote to the NSA. We wrote to the CP. We wrote to the area commander. We wrote to the SS. Your Excellency, sir, the meeting that Alhaji Nadim said that he should do is I'm sorry, sir, to use this language, it's a nonsense meeting. When we are in that meeting, I think maybe the rest of you know say is there. I don't recognize the rest of that very well. But he the one told us. We scheduled the meeting. I am the one who suggest for him that we cannot be fighting like this in this union. Let's go and sit down and discuss about it. We are not only one union in a trade union in this with a labor organization. National investment and we don't have money. We are just making our name. We are national union. So let's sit down together and let us see how we are going to solve this issue. I have not so yet. Okay, you see what I say? Let's all bring two. Bring 2 from your side. Let me bring 2 from my side. So let us sit down first and see what we can do. He said no. He said he will take 3 from my side. He will take 3 from his own side. I said no problem. If that what you want, we will take it. Then 3 of them, he make it in a committee. Give them letter of committee. He said cannot give them a letter of committee. I said committee don't worry. Just as he has choose the committee 3 for him, 3 for me. It's okay. Do the committee. Do Alhaji Nadim. Okay. So the committee now coming with communicate someone that the one in my side said that they should allow me to finish my tenure. The order from him said no, I should resign. So the people the other me say Baruwa is like this man doesn't want to do anything. How could tell the people who have judgment to resign? So after I didn't believe in it, I will meet him again. Say, okay, I was so he said this is the document of the committees. I read, I said, this is a nonsense committee. They didn't conclude with anything. Is that the committees are deadlocked in their midst. But my own 3, we still carry fashion, enter that thing. He said, you can see like that. There's going to come another meeting. I should choose. How many? I said, choose now. He said, I will bring 5. The other one said, he's going to bring 5. I said, no problem. 6, sorry. No, 10. I said 10 will too much show. We cannot get anyone to do it when you call 10 from any from the 2 sides. And that's okay. You bring 8, Baruwa bring 8. Other he normally do something well before he come, he will engineer those people that follow him. That don't listen to what they are saying. This is what you're supposed to see. Then when we went to that meeting, I don't want to come because I had a meeting that they want to do. So later, he called me that should come. I went to that place we were discussing. Along that discussion, we see that all what he was supposed to do there, there's nothing can do. The case is not from him. The case is from Southwest. As I asked him, are you from Southwest? Alhaji Nadim. You are not from Southwest. You are from Gusau Zamfara. What's your problem with Southwest? Southwest. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir. And I said you are not from Southwest. What's your problem with Southwest? You have done a 10 years as the president of the union. What do you want in the union again? When I was in office, I'm paying you 700,000 every month. What shall you want from me again? And this is not the first time he did it for me. When I want to contest the first one, 2019, it's the same system used for me. Instigate a cry from Southwest to say they don't want me, but as don't have it. The boy is talking to you, they are talking to me. I said they should not let you know that they are talking to me. We do that thing until the day that he say want to write paper for us again. I said pilot paper again. After I done the election in my zone I won. He said, I said the people said, I said no, leave him. Let's put everything in the hand of Almighty Allah. If it is God, then me to be the president of the union, I will be the president of the union. If God is not that's me, I will take no. Then he writes vice president, he writes president somewhere. He wrote it. They are there together. Everybody are there. He said no, we say we should go and say lock one of us, put us in office. Me and the other Agbede, very good. Agbede. Then before we come, he wrote his paper, he wrote paper. He put paper down. I'm the first person to come. Baruwa, I say, hey, Your Excellency Oga. Say, come and pick your own paper. Then as usual, I say, Almighty Allah, you see me. I also be like Shaitan Rajim. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. You see my mind. You know what I'm asking from you. I want to pick president. In the presence of everybody. Everybody was there. That's what I said. Everybody was there in that place because you call all 37 states. They sit on NSC. And when I'm picked like this, when I pick it, I open it, I say, I pick president. I didn't talk. Then the other one that he picked vice president. Then he now opened his own vice president. I said, I picked president. So everybody was shouting in that hall. That's why I picked the president in 2019. Immediately, sir, I picked that president in 2019. It's not more than a month starting another coup with a gun. I know how he's doing now. But sir, I now asked him, because we sit down together. I said, Alhaji, what's your problem is, you know? I was your treasurer for that 9-year plus. There's no way you can tell me that you give me 500,000 in your government. If I even buy petrol, fuel, before you give me the money of fuel, 200, 300, it should be almost 2 or 3 years. I said, but it's not good to be exposing what you did in your government. I know what you did in that government. But if I expose you, I'm a treasurer then, it will affect me also. I said, why are you doing this to me? He said, no. He said, who doesn't want to? I said, nobody can say that. I have the judgment of the court in my hand. It is when I didn't have judgment. But when I have judgment, nobody can say he doesn't want me. I said, I know what has happened to you. He said, what? I said, you don't want to leave the BOT presence. Because it was written in the constitution that whoever is 2-tenure president will be a BOT chairman of the union. They are saying, you want to remain that BOT for life. Okay, me, I don't want BOT.
I leave it to you.
I leave BOT for you. But don't let us spoil this union. I leave BOT for you. You just take the BOT. Pray the Lord. If a judge can sit down overnight and write judgment, and he will believe you above the law, then when I start my own with you, but let me just clear myself from everywhere in Abuja, they will know that Baruwa has did the one. I joined and write letter to the presidency, I write letter to NSA, I write to the CP, I write to SSS. I don't want them to give me answer. But when I start my own with you, they will now call every one of us that, oh, they will know who have right to be in that office, who have no right to be in that office. Your Excellency, I very appreciate for calling us today. That's the problem we have in our union. We shall believe with you, you can solve the problem for us. Because most of us know you very well. When you are in Sokoto, they talk about you, That's why you are only listening. Then when the problem come, you solve the problem according to what people ask. When you see the truth, our issue is not new to them in this office.
Anyway, I think you have said everything.
Yes, sir.
Let's say. See, I know a lot about your union, and it's a very big cash cow, I know, but it's one of the strongest unions that we have in this country. And I'm happy to note that you have made it a constitutional provision that whichever government comes on the day that you are there, you will be working with that government. And this I know since when Najib was the zonal chairman of Northwest. We have been working with him in relation to setting up the Sokoto chapters, and I was the SSG then. Even before I became the SSG, I was the PAMSEC security at that time, and we were relating very well with the zonal leadership and the national leadership at that level. So I know the union to be a very compromised organization that tries to relate with the government of the day. And so I was wondering when this crisis came up. I didn't know that. I was thinking, well, maybe you have changed your approach. And but from what you are saying now, I don't know, but you seem to relate with the constitution of your organization very well. And the other issue is that of the court judgments. And in spite of that, also you have tried to listen to other opinions, and you have set to resolve this issue with the other party. So I don't know what is happening at the moment. I don't know the outcome of that, your last meeting, the meeting you held on 13th. You decided to expand the committee?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what was the outcome of that meeting? Because I think your union is more important than any other thing. And if we have to go our own way, we can decide under the powers conferred on the minister to dissolve the entire thing and set up a new caretaker committee. But we don't want to do that. The court has already intervened, and I think as a democracy we need to be as democratic as we can to resolve these issues. I'm happy to note that you have agreed to, see to the survival of your union more than any other personal interest. So let us work towards resolving this issue amicably. You are the leaders as far as the law of this country is concerned, because the Court of Appeal has recognized you. I don't know whether they have any other court ruling in their hands. We have so many associations coming up with so many court decisions. So like what we are having at the senior, yes. So everybody is coming with his own court judgment. So, but we have to listen to everybody. We have to listen to everybody if we want peace to prevail. You cannot be operating on an association that is instability ridden. You need to make it stable if you and your executive are to run the association smoothly. So let us find a way of resolving your crisis. We have already given him the board of trustee chairmanship for life. So let us see what he will also give you. Let's see how we can compromise, agree on how you are going to carry some of your people, you know them very well. See how you can map out strategies to bring some of them to your side. And you are the all-powerful chairman. and you can manage the union like you have been doing tactfully, and with the prayers that you are doing, I'm sure you are going to make it if you listen to your other people. So my appeal to you is that while you have the court judgment in your hands, please try to make some political solutions to the matter so that we can make progress. There are some things that we can compromise, there are some things that we can, forego, and then we move forward as one united union. You have come a very long way. There were days when you were fighting with your workers, with your employers. There were days when you were struggling. They were the only people who were fighting with you. I remember when, in those days, you are not in good terms with your employers at that time. But suddenly you came, and became stronger, and you came out even more important than the employers. So I think if you are able to submit to the principle of compromise, we will call the other people, listen to them, and see how we can move forward. We were just starting with you because you wrote a letter to Mr. President, because some of these things we don't usually want to interfere at that highest level until it becomes necessary. But we in the ministry here, anything we hear, we just rush and intervene to ensure that there is peace. I'm happy with the peace that I'm getting now, and I don't want anything to tamper with it. A few of you are having issues, but I think they are not unsurmountable. You can manage them, provided we listen to each other, provided we agree to sit down together and, in the interest of our own union, come together and resolve our issues and understand ourselves. So I think what we will do now, we will call the other party to tell them that this is what we heard and what are they doing. And as a democracy, we must respect the rule of law, we must respect our courts, and we also must listen to the minority. And when I say minority, I mean those who have taken the other end of the judgment. So I believe, from what I have seen, Mr. President, you are compromising and you are ready and willing to sit down with the other side and see how we can resolve these issues. So I think Council will try to report back on what we have done and then inform the President that we are going to meet with the other side to see how we can make progress. And I pray that progress will be made and peace will be established in your union. So I thank you sincerely for coming. I don't know whether anybody has any other thing to say before I conclude.
It's based on the question you asked. What is, how did the committees use it?
Yes.
Yes, like what he said, I served in the first committee, that of three members. And we wrote some recommendation which
you are who?
Suleiman. And Suleiman.
Okay. But I didn't see this one. The one I'm having, Nasru Komalafe, Yahuza, Adamu Yankaba, Shehabu Bello, I don't know.
That's from the other side.
Or the other side?
Yahuza Adamu is from our side.
Okay. Shoaib Bello?
Shoaib Bello is the other side. Kumalafi is from the other side, and there is Kalango.
Pastor Odi Kalango?
Yes.
Is from which side?
He is from the other side.
Brother S.A. Musa?
That's Suleiman.
Okay,
Okay,
that's you?
Musa, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Kasa Asuna in full.
Yes.
Okay, so three of you on this side,
yes.
Yourself,
Salisu Tukur Muhammad and Yahuza were from the side.
I didn't see Tukur Muhammad Yahuza. Okay, come on, Tukur Muhammad Yahuza, okay.
Yes.
Salisu A. Musa,
yes.
and who again?
Then Yahuza Adamu Enkaba.
Okay, Yahuza Adamu Enkaba, okay. Okay, 33. Okay, this and this. So the chairman is from the other side.
Yes. But the secretary is from our side.
Okay, secretary is from your side, yes. Okay.
Yes. So, and the expanded meeting that was held on the 13th, it was also end in deadlock.
Deadlock.
Yes, sir. But after the meeting, the committee and the chairman of the board of trustees.
But this one did not end in deadlock.
It ended in deadlock, sir.
But you have all signed.
Yes, the deadlock is the issue. There is two issues there. From our side,
asking the president to
continue.
No, to step aside.
That's the other side.
Oh, okay, the other side. Okay.
That's at number 4. They say you should step aside. When we said no, you should
continue.
But when he's continuing, the other side should also be co-opted.
That's what you said.
That is what we said. It should be co-opted so that
for the peace of the stability of the
yes,
union.
But they are insisting that he should step down. I say no. So, even
so who are the other side? The former ESCO?
The Najim.
Oh, Najim.
And his people, yes.
No, but Najim is the chairman BOT, yes.
Sir, the issue
you said former ESCO.
He is the former president.
Oh, former president.
Yes, but the whole issue.
Who is the former president?
I mean Najim. Najim is the former president, and he is the chairman of the board of trustees. You took over from him.
Yes.
Okay. And since then they have been battling with this issue.
Yes.
Even for 4 years, we don't have any issue.
You see,
program.
The issue is, even before that election, he don't want to go.
I know all this. I know all this. Nobody wants to live power. It's very luxurious.
So when we met with him after the meeting, the committee and the chairman, because like he said, they are saying that there is outside influence. Politics has come into the union. Then we said, okay, since you are the one that is saying this, and you know where this political issue comes.
So Najim has agreed to be part of the new ESCO again now?
No.
Those who
okay.
Those who are with him.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, we take Najim to the court. We take Najim together with them to the court.
Okay.
It's part of the defendant.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So that is the position which we said, since he said there is political influence into the matter, and they are talking about presidency. We say, okay, you are in contact with president. Baruwa said, if what you are saying is true, I want Oga to tell me I should step down for this person that he wants. If you tell me that, I would not have a problem, but I did not agree with what you are saying. So when we remained, committee and him, we said, okay, since you are saying this, do what he said, so that we'll be out of this problem. None of us will be able to tell him to stay down.
Did they go on appeal?
They went on appeal.
They lose appeal also, sir.
Huh? No, hold on. Huh?
Appeal is the labor matter.
At the Court of Appeal?
Yes, sir. And they went there, they lose in that place.
Okay, so they cannot go anywhere.
So that is the situation, sir.
No, there are some technical issues that will take you to... No, what I'm saying, there are technical issues that are on the sideline that you can use to go to the Supreme Court. I know what I'm talking about. When I contested for the governorship of Sokoto State, governorship cases don't go to Supreme Court. But they use some other things to take us to the Supreme Court, and I lost at the Supreme Court. So I know what I'm talking about.
No.
So,
I have something to say.
Okay.
Honourable Minister, sir, because of Deputy Director, my colleagues, I want to sincerely appreciate you for convening this meeting in the first place. And I'm also happy that you said this is a democratic dispensation that believes in the rule of law. Sir, I also want to say that this matter, the NLS intervened at mission. The NLS intervened. And in that meeting, one of the meetings, conference for Honourable, the president here agreed that those former officers that served with him from 2019 to 2023 who lost in the election will be brought in. Yet, because I want to tell you that the main problem is the former president, Alhaji Mohammadu Maigari Dingyadi, is the one causing the problem because of selfish interest. Yes, sir. Because we want to be repealed from the union. It has a company, airline company, that prefers people for traveling, particularly to Hajj, where it almost forces our members to go on Hajj so that we make this money. And that's why what we continue, sir. Sir, your predecessor in office here, His Excellency Simon Lalong, he resigned from this office because of he won in a court because he lost in the election, or he won the election and he was another person was announced. He went to court. When he won the court, he resigned from here to take up his senatorial position, sir. So in that case, sir, Nigeria is a democratic nation. Therefore, it is very unfortunate that someone has a court judgment from a competent court of jurisdiction, National Industrial Court and Appeal Court, and yes, some people say they will not obey the court judgment. It is very unfortunate, sir. And I want you, sir, to the line you have said that by the ministry going with the court judgment, the rule of law, sir, because they have already made concessions by agreeing to enlarge the executive just to ensure that nobody is left out, even though they have lost out. Because if you don't tell you the actual where it started, because you can make inquiries from the NLC president, they will tell you the effort they have made so far, and even on our own part. Yet, each time, former president will tell them not agree. In fact, on the 27th of August, they had a meeting with the director of DSS, during which it was agreed and that the two parties, that he will accommodate the other parties. They prepared an agreement there by themselves. The DSS prepared an agreement. Our part will sign the agreement. They refused to sign. Not knowing that they had ulterior motion that the following day, being 28th, they had the intention of invading the national secretariat. And as we are speaking, they are still there, occupying there. It's an illegality, sir, that should not be condoned by any government that believes in the rule of law. So, sir, because in reporting back to the presidency, you have to let the president know that the rule of law has to be respected, because even this ministry and even the nation Nigeria is a creation of law. Without law, we cannot operate. And therefore, sir, I want to thank you so far and urge you to continue to do the line of rule of law so that the issue will be resolved. These people are not supposed to be in that secretariat up to this time. The appeal court judgment was delivered in November 8, 2024. We are in May, months now, and they are still illegally occupying that secretariat. So that's my piece. Thank you. They are collecting
But they are collecting some while they are also collecting some. That's why both of you are surviving.
They are using the
Okay. So what about the enforcement of your judgment? Did you make any effort to get the court to enforce your judgment?
Yes, we did, sir. The weaving wrote to the Minister of Justice, we did, sir. But they keep on saying they will do something, they will do something. But I know this ministry has a role to play in that, because it's the supervising ministry of all trade unions. And if you put a report to the president, he will ask you to meet it. Thank you, sir.
I think I would say virtually we have come to the end of this meeting, and I want to use the opportunity to thank Mr. President and his team for honoring our invitation. Like we earlier on said, we are going to invite the other side to listen to them and hear from them as to what progress are being made towards reuniting your union. I believe we will just say reuniting because as it is now, there is a leadership, and a leadership that's willing to be inclusive, that is willing to carry other people along. So let us see, why can't we include the other people so that we move forward? Now that we have sacrificed to bring them on board, in spite of the fact that we have these court judgments in your hands, and the fact that we have you have won your elections and the courts have confirmed this. So give us time, we will also invite them and listen to them, and we will see how they will be able to listen to us, come closer to you so that you can work together. I do hope that like you have a big heart to accommodate people, that you also have that same big heart to listen and be accommodated as well. Like I said, I've been relating with these people for a very long time, and I know how important your union is to the peace, stability and the growth of our economy in this country. So many people have been employed under your union, and we don't want to stagnate the situation. So many people are feeding under this your union, and that is how we want, and that is the way to go. We want everybody to create jobs. We want everybody to encourage employment, like the way you are doing. So we do hope that you will continue to be very accommodating, and as we come in to resolve these issues, we don't know what will come up, but I believe now, as it is, from the picture we have, we should be able to have one united NURTW standing under your leadership. Najib also is a very law-abiding person. He respects that constitution, and so somebody who has been leading that union for more than 10 years now, he should be able to ensure that it continues to survive, because there are so many people also getting employed into that union. So let's see how we go. Like I said, we'll invite them. I don't want to talk too much, but I thank you for your patience, and I thank you for your understanding. Thank you very much for your work. Thank you.